Police Minister Bheki Cele, in delivering his department's budget vote, told Parliament that the police service has been granted 1.8 billion rand in the 2023-24 budget. This allocation will be used to buy police vehicles, trucks and buses. Some of the money will also be channeled towards capacitating operations at police emergency call centres like 10111. We're now joined by Mpho Kwinika, IPUSA General Secretary, in terms of what you made of the delivery of that budget. Thank you very much for your time. What stood out for you?
Well, we appreciate the minister's directive that is giving to the operational people to spend so much money only on visible, because visibility is what South Africans have been yearning for. You will recall that in Diepsloot, communities have been complaining that the police are nowhere to be seen. You will recall about Krugersdorp, recall about Soweto, and the Eldorado Park communities have been complaining that the police are nowhere to be seen. So this budget is going to make sure that we see lots of police officers around and visibility when it comes to vehicles that are going to be marked. Any tool that belongs to the SAPS is going to be visible to the public. We also appreciate the issue of the 10111 center, because it has been in the center of many problems South Africans were having, not being able to reach out to the South African police services.
You spoke about appreciating the allocation to police visibility. How should we understand this in the context of the Premier of Gauteng's crime prevention wardens that have been rolled out? To your understanding, how will they work with the police?
Well, in the previous discussions we had with the public, is that we do have some challenges on how the Gauteng wardens are going to be working together with the South African Police Service. However, we believe strongly that the efforts that are being made by the province are not going to waste, and that the police are going to ensure that there's proper coordination of activities between the wardens and the SAPS.
The Police Minister also revealed that 1 billion rand has been allocated for the construction and upgrading of police stations. In addition to that, 30 million rand is allocated to the procurement and conversion of vehicles to ensure that more mobile community service centres are available to the community. Are you worried about the management of these monies?
Look, I think the unions now have got a role to play to ensure that those issues that are raised by the minister are carried to the fullest. He had provided the South African Police Service management with the resources that they are looking for, and what remains now is for them to utilize those resources in an optimal and a better way that it is going to ensure that the South African Police Service realizes its constitutional mandate, which is to ensure safety and security to all inhabitants of this country.
If we compare this budget to the previous budget, how far did we go in terms of promises that were made then being fulfilled before we move on to more promises?
Look, you will recall that last time we complained, we were very, very upset about the way the budget was utilized, and especially when it comes to issues of visibility. And now that the ministry have called for Parliament to accept this budget, we want to see the utilization of this budget to address those issues that we have been complaining about in the past. We also want to make sure that this budget, it is not only a talk show that the minister is raising here to create awareness amongst, people like ourselves and those that are concerned about policy, but to make sure that the money that is being allocated this year is fully and optimally utilized to benefit South Africans. Yes, the money that we had last time, remember, visible policing has always been receiving more money as opposed to other departments. They are receiving even more, and now they are being directed. This is the difference now. They are being directed to spend so much money towards visible policing. So we'll love to see, as unions, that money is utilized for those things that the minister have requested.
Independent Policing Union of South Africa's General Secretary Mpho Kwinika, thank you very much, sir, for your time.